What's going on, guys? I'll just be showcasing my latest build for the archive. Any game sound? Like the first PvE build I've done in quite a few months actually. I've only mostly been doing PvP. Hopefully we don't get any lag. Because I'm still waiting on my new internet. Yeah, I was going to do a duo. I thought I'd just do a solo. See how far we can get. Welcome everyone to the stream. Cold blood, these don't really matter, do they? It's the main ones, the visions. So yeah, it's a nice easy one bar setup. Incorporating the Warden and Dragon Knight. Obviously when I get to later stages, if I do, then I'll swap to the Ice Staff and just change out one skill just to make myself even more tankier. I'm going down already. But yeah, I got to about Arc 5 with this, so it does definitely go pretty high. But to be honest, I just got bored. I think I just quit because it was just going on for so long. So it probably has the potential to get to like 7, maybe 8. It's definitely a big time investment. But yeah, it's nice to do a PvE build because I've only literally been doing mostly PvP, to be honest. Obviously with the subclassing. So I will be skipping all these side ones, the unknowns. I'll just be going straight for the actual, just the main ones. And hopefully we get focused efforts. I do need that. More critical damage, yes please. Welcome everyone to the stream. Yeah, I'm still leveling the destruction staff line, so I haven't got that max. So this is missing a bit of leveling as well, so it might be a bit stronger when it's like fully optimized. I've also been playing around with the CP a lot. But yeah, it is a bit reliant on focused efforts to sort of maximise the damage, but I think a lot of the archive builds are anyway. So hopefully we get some good RNG with those. So yeah, I'm obviously using a lightning staff just for the early rounds, just to get through them quickly. And when it starts getting difficult for me, so probably like Arc 2 for me, I'll switch to the ice staff, as that makes you a lot more tankier. I don't think I'm getting the off balance though, so I think I might have the wrong weapon glyph on. I probably should have put shock on. Down on here. So we just try and zoom through the early arcs as quickly as possible. So yeah, we're going to skip all the unknowns. But obviously, yeah, you see a lot of builds that say, you know, say like Arc 10, you know, solo and that. And I'm thinking like, can my build go that high? Might do. But to be honest, obviously it is a player skill thing as well. I'm not super amazing with the archive, you know, I'm pretty good. But you know, is it the build or me? It's probably me, because you can get one shot if you miss mechanics and stuff. So it's probably got the potential to at least get to about 7 or 8 solo, I would have thought. Just changed a few things. Yeah, it's just the length of time in it. To get to Arc 10 must take like 5 hours. Or maybe not 5 hours, maybe 3 hours. Skip the boxes. It's a bit draining on the stamina, as I'm using a few stamina skills, focused efforts. Just grab that one. So yeah, if we don't get the focused efforts, it might be more difficult. But who knows, we'll just go for it. See how we get on. Yeah, let me know if there's any lag or anything, guys, or any issue with the audio. Should be okay. Hopefully one day I'll get my new internet. I've not even been picking these up, lockbox. Yeah, so I'm dropping the bash build tonight, guys, which will probably be in about 8 or 9 hours. I normally drop it around 6 PM UK time. Can't wait if I drop a video, it's normally around that time. So I'll be dropping the 13k bash build, 13k tooltip. And I was planning to drop this as well tonight, but it'll probably be tomorrow now. Just thought I'd give it one more play test. See how we get on. But like I said, I'm not particularly amazing at the archive, and I got to Arc 5 and I just gave up, so it probably could go, yeah, 6, 7, maybe 8. I don't know if it's going to be like some immortal thing that's going to go beyond that. Shackled protection, right. Let's keep it going. I'm not even going in the right one. So of course we're running the corrosive, so that's sort of like your oh shit, I'm going to go down. And it also restores the resources, makes you super tanky. You know, I'll save that for like the marauders and bosses. Let's see if we get lucky with the visions on the focused efforts. Oh yes, focused efforts, right, sweet. I think it can stack up to 5 times as well. I think that is the maximum. I've been playtesting a 1-bar gank build as well, incorporating the Templar. So yeah, I've got the bash build. I've still probably got about 4 or 5 builds to drop. So, and this PvE one. But to be honest, I'll just show the build on live if anyone wants to know what I'm running. But then I'll just do like a full breakdown build guide for anyone that don't catch the stream. But yeah, the Dragon Knight and the Warden is a nice combo. Well, my enchantment gone already. Yeah, I'm after the Dragon Knight set as well in the archive, because I might be doing a build for that. I'm not 100% sure yet. It's like a cheese dot build. Because I'll mostly be doing like builds with the talk and stuff, you know, sort of stuff that's not proc. So I'm going to be leaning into some proc builds, potentially, if I can get it to work. But yeah, it's one crazy patch, guys. Right, let's do that enchantment. Do I have to in combat bug? Yeah, I think that should be shock. I don't know if flame's the right one to have on. So I don't think I'm getting off balance. Got to be careful with some of these bosses as well. I've been caught out a couple of times by them. They can't really one-shot your sort of lower levels. But I've definitely been caught out by this one. I think it nearly killed me the other time. I think it was in Hierarch. Because it's hard to know the mechanics because there's so many different bosses. And like, I should know them all, to be fair. I've been playing the game like 10 years, but you do forget sometimes. went in the wrong portal there. Not doing the unknowns, I just want to try and get through the arcs as quickly as I can. Try and get to some like more challenging ones. I'm still on one.
No one in the archive has martial skills. It's a good thing you came along.
I call to you. Obey.
You cannot kill me. Let us test your perseverance.
You are every book, but I am your librarian.
Test your strength against this. Cut deep. My story doesn't end here.
So much still to research. Why couldn't Emmaus Mora be the prince? With our luck, the other replicata know you're looking for them. Careful.
Over there, our archive stopped working. Without three eyes.
Yeah, I'm really close to 6k subs now as well, which is pretty wild. I didn't think I'd actually get that far, to be honest. I really thought, I think when I first started it, I was like, yeah, I might get like 2 or 3k, so it's definitely gone a lot better than what I thought it was going to initially. So yeah, I appreciate everyone that supported me along the way.
This is the most violence the archive has ever seen.
So yeah, it's going to be a big milestone, hitting the 6k. What I'll Kill the Fable, I've completed the quest. So yeah, my goal at the end of the year is probably to hit 7k. I might hit 7k, 7 or 8 if I'm lucky. We've got we in June now, so yeah, 6 months to get another 2k subs. And I might hit the 7 or 8k, I think is realistic.
Verses and visions aren't just gifts. They make your fights more interesting. Don't waste them.
Island wanted me to pass along their well wishes.
Wayresters. Yeah, so I'm going to start focusing on ganking builds mostly. So I haven't really done a lot of ganking builds. I've got a couple of clips already. My latest ganking build, a few clips. So that's probably going to be the focus. Maybe not next week, but definitely the following week, because I've got a few more things I need to pump out. I think my food's gone. So we've definitely probably got 4 or 5 more builds coming at least. Oh, you hit the block. Where's the block? Oh, what we getting in the vision? Focused efforts, come on.
Requires this fragment.
Experience, right?
Pop it over to him, shall I?
Prepare your mind for what to say. Don't let me distract you.
I haven't even been on Xbox at all. I've not even downloaded the latest patch. Literally just been on PC. As I know, I've got to level everything again, and I've done a lot of it on PC. I've probably done about 8 skill lines, 8 or 9. So I'm not going to be rushing onto Xbox. But yeah, we'll be doing a few bits. So it's mostly all on PC that I've done.
It is less egregiously hostile here.
Stop shielding. Yeah, so check out the build tonight, guys. Drop in 6 PM UK time, and that'll be the 13k, 13,000 tooltip on the bash damage. It's got CC, it's got heals, 100% pen, so you know what we're running.
Fighters don't get rewards
What the hell's this boss?
Your execs told me to check on you.
There's so many Minotaur bosses, but I don't recognise that name. Right, let's just check it. Let's just see what happens. Maybe it's a world boss or something, I don't know. I know there's a couple in like Bloodroot Forge, Foul Priest. I don't think it's that boss. What the hell is it dropping? Like some blood orbs or something?
The violent tendencies of mortals with much to lose. I'll bring your spoils to Master Malkes.
I've only got one focused effort, so I definitely need a bit more. So yeah, that's how this build come about. I was farming for the... Oh my god, I've been miniaturized. Can I go? Can I get bigger now? How long does this last for? Yeah, I was farming for the Dragon Knight set, you know, the... Is it Pyre Band or Pyre Band? Whatever it's called. So I thought I wanted that set, because I wanted to do a build with it, and I thought, well, I need to do the archive. And I was just sort of using like a bash build, you know, just getting up to like arc 3 or 4, and I thought, you know what, I might actually just make a build. You're going to come out of that bubble. Make a build while I'm farming it, to be honest. That's how this build come about. But yeah, the goal of this build is probably not to be the fastest or the quickest, or maybe not even the tankiest, but just more sort of like a fun build that's also got like an oh shit button with a corrosive, you know, like a casual build that can still probably get in high arcs, still get the job done, and not to be like ultra intensive. You know, still working duos and stuff. Yeah, just a build you can just get through easy, farm stuff. It's just the stamina is a little bit tricky on this build. It's the only thing I might sort of change a little bit. It's because I'm just spamming the noxious breath. But we will be swapping that skill out for another skill as we get into the higher arcs. If I do. That's cool, so when you pop the corrosive you get all your bars back pretty much anyway. So come out the shield. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting the off balance. So I think I've got the wrong... Should have the shock on. Don't do it again, mate. Bloody hell. Yes, I've been doing like a lot of sort of sweaty PvP 2-bar builds. I haven't really done much 1-bar at all, to be honest. It's been mostly 2-bar. But the bash build dropping tonight is 1-bar. This is going to be 1-bar. So make sure, if you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. You don't miss out on the builds I've got coming.
next portal. It has the best temporal elasticity.
I don't know what it is, but I just don't know half of these bosses. So I'm worried I'm going to get accidentally caught out. Normally I'd go for the scamp, but I'm not bothered. Alright, I'm going to go for the scamp. Oh, I've been frozen on the edge, no. Because I have no idea what this boss is or where it's from. It's definitely picking up some ads. Right, come on. Focused efforts. Damn it. Right, direct damage attack, bolts of lightning. Sounds good. Heal him. Let's take the storm one. Right, we've got our first Marauder. Feel like I should put the ice staff on already. Probably not the best arc to actually get a Marauder. Or best zone, it's really small this one. Not a lot of wiggle room. Whereas some of the zones are a lot bigger. A bit more room to breathe.
This wing is particularly flammable. Hard to say anything right.
AoEs be crazy. But see, once you're in corrosive, you've got no worries, obviously. So probably a Nord would be better on this, so you can get into it as quickly as possible. I just got a mace, sweet. That is what I wanted. Finally, a weapon. That's it. I'll just double check that after this. That is going to help out. Right, let's have a quick look.
Thank you, mortal.
That is pretty nice. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing a build with this, to be honest. Just got to see if it's going to work properly. Even though this set has been nerfed, it's still pretty strong, to be honest. I think it can't crit or something like that, but it's still really good. So the maces, they're going to give me the pen, so that's going to be pretty good. I think the axes will probably be the best, but I'm happy with that. Can't complain. Anyone got any builds planned or anything? Or what you running this patch? What's your favourite? What you really hating on? I didn't like Dragon Knight initially with the subclassing, but it is actually really strong. It's really, really tanky. But everyone's obviously going to the go-tos like the Warden, the Animal Companions, and then of course you've got the Storm Calling, Assassination Lion, and like the Spec Bow stuff's been done to death though. Got a couple of builds that it's like unreleased as well that I need to pump out.
Doesn't look too out of sorts, but I'll have to do a full inventory.
Wealthy enemies, what's that gonna do? Oh no. Hate dragons.
Calligraphy before.
Now is this a frost or flame dragon? I have no idea. Because I know these can catch you out. So I'm going to be a bit cautious with this because I've been killed loads of times with these dragons. It's not a particularly high arc, but still I'm going to be cautious. I don't want to get a easily avoidable death. Just getting off balance there. Okay, it's not doing much. Flying away, what's it going to be? Need to block. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing. Right, so it's a lightning one. I think that was fairly obvious, I should have guessed that. Okay, this one looks okay. We come back down. Pop the rose here. Just try and burn it. We're going to get knocked off. Should be okay. Right, sweet, sorted. I'm panicking already, I'm only on arc 2. I'm not picking up those chests because that's just gonna be trash. Focused efforts? No.
To come retrieve this.
Healing synergies, energies. Healing energies sustain you and protect you from harm. Healing over time and damage shield effect increased by 25. That's probably going to be good. Probably going to pick the necrotic support. Right, let's keep it going. Yeah, I think after Arc 2 I'm probably going to switch to Ice Staff, just so I don't get an unnecessary death. Probably being overly cautious, you could probably take the lightning to about 4, just in case. Because that's what I think what happens a lot with a lot of runs in the archive, you just get a bit bored and then you're sort of not paying attention, and then you can get one shot without realising it, you know, you're not expecting it. Even on some of the lower arcs. There's not many. So of course when you start getting above 3 and 4, that's when you can get caught out. Well, that's when I get caught out anyway. Oh, don't just spell all my magic. I'll just pull them out of it.
Third fought well. Your rewards are here, if you want them.
Almost feels like a crime to be ignoring the unknown portals, but I don't need any leads or anything. Obviously if you want to get the talk and that, make sure you do the unknown portals. Oh, they're shielding. Come on, go down. Yeah, I've not been really lucky with the focused efforts here. I've only got one. So that's why the damage is a little bit subpar. Pop the ult. Fabled Stormcaller. You can interrupt those. Yeah, so I'm going to swap the skill out as well for the shield. It is a bit early, like Arc 3, but like I said, I'm just going to do it, 1, because I need to level it a little bit, and 2, I just want to be a bit more cautious, as I don't want to die unnecessarily. But like I said, realistically, you don't really need to swap to the Ice Staff, or even equip a shield until like 4 or 5. I will do after this final boss. Oh, what's going on?
Visions aren't just gifts.
Tomfoolery?
Your fights
Tomfoolery?
more interesting. Don't waste them.
Right, so we're on the last boss.
I call your essence from wherever you are. Join us here.
You can never stop. But are you smart?
Alright, sweet, that's that one done. It's a bit slow, but we got it done. We're going to Arc 3. Oh, great sword. That is a nice drop there. Right, so we've got a few weapons as well, that's going to be good. Still haven't got the focused efforts, that's what's hindering me a little bit. Right, should we get that one? Magic damage decreased. Do more damage to bosses. All pretty good. I think I'll take that one. I actually nearly went down there, but I think it's because I was standing in the ice like a twat, so I'm going to change it out to and play it safe with the ice staff now. And then I'm going to change that out as well, but not yet. The skill that I will be using is the spiked, but it does do damage though. Let's try it. You know what? I'm going to put it on. So we're going to have a damage shield. It's also going to return direct damage as well. Scales off max health. We've got high max health. This scales off max health. This scales off max health. So, and the health is pretty high. So we'll see how we get on with it. Should make us pretty tanky. Play it safe. But like I said, probably don't really need to change until about 4, maybe 5. See what happens then. Like I said, it's because of the focused efforts is what I really need, so I don't know how hard I'm going to have to get without that.
Don't
Well, that
need
was painful.
rewards. Our work is always satisfactory, and therefore its own reward.
Right, let's see what it's like on the boss.
Return to the index if you need to resupply.
I might put the Noxious Breath back on just for a bit more DPS, as I don't think I need the Spike Bone Shield yet. It's just a little too slow, especially without the focused efforts being added on. So I'll put the breath back on. As this is a bit too slow. I think I've gone full defense a little bit too early. So we'll put the breath back on just for another damage over time. And then we'll add the spiked bone shield back. So I'll put that back on.
But keeping the
I'm not getting
malignant
lucky with the
from destroying
visions
everything
either.
is important too.
Right. Critical chance, critical healing. Major and minor effect durations last 62% per stack. Try that one. Trust me to take off the spiked bone shield and you get a marauder. I have to play this one a bit cautious, as we are in the one-shot territory now. Because that's only Arc 3. Yeah, so I don't think the spike bone shield is needed yet. Probably next arc, I'll probably put it on. Just to be safe. Just want a bit more DPS. But see, yes, the focused efforts is letting us down, that's why it's taking so long. Whoa, nearly went in. Got a bit too cocky then. Pumps out some serious damage. But we got it down. We've got another set piece I wanted as well.
You performed
That's
marvelously.
all good.
Claim your reward and travel to the next batch of vile enemies.
Don't forget to make your choice before traveling to the next wing of the archive.
Malignancies are tough.
Garen the Returned.
I've seen you defeat greater challengers.
Wait, that's another way Ressus one, isn't it? Well, we shouldn't have any problems. Let's get into it. Right, for some reason I think these ads are going to keep stacking up, so I better whittle some down. Just in case. I don't think it's anything major. Because I think if you get too many of those, they're going to start putting some real pressure on you. Let's see if we get lucky with the vision. I need the focused efforts, or I'm really going to struggle. Damn it. Right, so what, strength rises? No. Reinforce your defences. Take less damage. It's probably going to be what I need. Adaptive defender.
Try not to let them kill you. There's still a lot of work here. It's strange. Usually I don't experience your mortal emotions, but now I'm happy. This place is quiet again.
Right, I'll just grab a quick coffee, guys, and then we'll continue. Just take a 5-minute break and I'll be back. what was going to go down then, but I was right. Again, I didn't really know that boss. I think it might have been a trial boss. Not 100% sure. Where is my focused efforts? Right, max health is increased. That might be good. Bleed. Heavy attacks cause bleed. That's probably going to be quite good. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. It's definitely getting more difficult, of course. I've just put the bone shield on as a precaution in case I have more order drops, but to be honest I could still go Noxious Breath just to make the damage a little bit better. But I'm just going to play cautiously and just have the bone shield on. And obviously because I haven't got the focused efforts, the damage is a little bit rubbish at the moment. But yeah, if you get the focused efforts, then it's definitely going to be a lot better. I've only got one, unfortunately, at the moment. That's why it's taking a bit longer. But yeah, I'll keep the bone spike shields on. It's going to take longer, but just in case a marauder does drop. And where on earth is the thing? Where is it? What? I'm lost. Right, sorted. So yeah, without the focused efforts, it could be a little bit of a slog. Because I'm going to keep the spiked bone shield on. Just to play it safe.
universe is...
So yeah, just repaired the gear as it was smashed. Hopefully we'll get a focused FX next, because I need the damage. Another unknown pool, but not doing those.
I told you how great it is that you do all the fighting.
Right, yeah, it's definitely getting trickier. We're still getting through it. The spike bone shield is definitely doing its job. See if we get a marauder soon. That's what I'm waiting for. That's why I've got the spike bone shield on.
No more calligraphies? Excellent! I was concerned that they'd still be here.
Damn, those meteors could definitely catch you off guard. Right, here we go. Let's see how we can do.
I hold your name and bind it here.
Let us test your patience.
Let's see what we got.
I need to research Thorpe Replicata more. Her abilities elude me. There are more to fight. But I'll
Right, are we going to get the focused efforts? No, we're not. Potions. Reduce the cost of bash. Your magical damage over time effects grows stronger. That's probably going to be better for me. So yeah, we might have to call it quits on the next arc. I'm just going to go through that arc, and if we don't get focused efforts, I'm probably going to call it quits because the damage is just going to be a bit low and it's going to be too much of a slog. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's looking very, very solid so far. Just the damage is a little bit subpar, but like I said, it's all to do with the focused efforts. I've just been very unlucky. Wherever it is, I've only got one. So if you get that stacked, then obviously the damage is going to amplify with this build, and that's what it is dependent on that damage wise. But you will keep going and see how it goes. But like I said, we get to the next arc, might have to call it quits. But yeah, so far so good. I'm a bit confused here because it's going back to full health. And they're constantly shielded the other one, so I'm not sure how you're even meant to break through this. Okay, that was just a non-starter. What the hell? They just kept shielding it permanently. So that was a big loss there. And it was healing as well. I've never seen that one before. I've seen that Marauder, but I've not seen that combination with shields and it was healing on top of it all. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. It's just taking too long. Without the focused efforts, it's making it a bit of a slog. But I could definitely go a bit higher. Sunburst, 15k. Yeah, so let's turn in some quests. But yeah, it's just a little sneak peek. I might make a few changes as well.
I have enough egg. Right.
Yeah, it's looking pretty solid. I've just got a bit unlucky with the
You're
visions,
back. I
and
wish
I've
I
got a
could
bit
have seen their
unlucky with
faces.
the Marauder.
I hope you show
God knows how it was
unfinished business.
healing and shielding
If
at
you
the same
lose all
time,
that
and all the mobs. That was just one crazy combo. Yeah, it's not too bad, but yeah, I managed to get to Arc 5 before. I see you probably go a lot higher with the right combination. But yeah, it is dependent on the focused efforts to get really high in the damage. Obviously you can slot this, the Noxious Breath, just do a bit more damage, and then obviously yeah, when it gets a bit crazy, slot the Spike Bone Shield. And obviously in the earlier arcs you can run the Lightning rather than the Frost or the Ice Staff. You do that in the earlier arcs and then swap to the Ice. Yeah, I'll drop the full build and breakdown as well. Just gonna make a few more adjustments. I've got stuff that's even blue on the build, so there's definitely a couple of tweaks I can make. Yeah, that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And yeah, like I said, I'm dropping a build tonight at 6 PM UK time. So yeah, catch me in the next video, guys. Like I said, I will be getting better internet hopefully soon. I'll be doing some more regular streams of PvP and giveaways and stuff. So I'll see you in the next one.